Okay, what we're going to cover today is the disassembly of the bolt. If you plan on dry cycling some ammunition through your firearm, to do so safely, especially since you may not be on a range, we want to remove the firing pin. Some people also remove the firing pin, so it's easier also to check the rim dimensions on a lot of ammo they purchased. So some people will actually take every single rimmed cartridge in their ammunition before they belt it and run it through the T-slot on their bolt face to make sure that all the ammunition will slide down the T-slot easily enough. So what we're going to do now is we're going to release the firing pin, since I did not decock it or let the firing pin go. What we're going to do is simply push the lever to the back, and by doing so, what you're going to do is you're just going to take your screwdriver to the back of it and push down on the sear. The sear is your long silver thing right here in the back. And the reason why I push this lever down is if I left it over here and release this lever is going to come flying back, and it could get you in the finger or hurt your hand somewhat, and you don't want to do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this flat bladed screwdriver, you're going to push down on the top of the sear. That's going to release the firing pin. Alright, we're good to go there. If you need to remove your extractor, which you really have no need to, it's as simple as that. You can next remove the pin that holds the cocking lever in place. Out pops your cocking lever. You notice this round point right here, it always goes down. Round point down. Remember that. It'll confuse the hell out of you if you try and put it the other way. It won't work properly. Another thing you guys might have noticed here is I do have my recoil spring and recoil rod locked into the bolt. There's no need to remove that. I highly advise not to remove it. It is very dangerous unsecuring that from this bolt unless you have the correct tool for that. We will go over that another time. The next thing you need to remove is you need to remove the sear, and to do so you take your sear spring here and you push down and off to this side of the bolt. There's a recess in the bolt here that sear spring, when you push down and push it over, it rests in that and retains it. And what that does is it releases the sear, which you saw drop out. So the next thing that we actually have to do to get the firing pin out is we're going to take this sear spring, we're going to release it. You're going to go to the bottom here and with your 1/8 of an inch punch push the sear spring out. There you go. And then lastly, your firing pin should drop out. Now you could put the bolt back in there with your extractor and dry cycle through some ammo if you wanted to do some function testing. Now, assembly, reverse order. You'll notice the firing pin has a flat spot on the bottom here. Flat spot goes down. That goes into place. The next thing you're going to put in place is your sear spring. You're going to push that down till it bottoms out. Then you're going to take your sear spring here, you push down and into that recess again. Take your sear right here, put it in through the bottom, hold it in place, grab your sear spring and push it down and then into the sear so it engages in the sear. And then lastly, what you're going to do, round bottom down, put your cocking lever in there, put your pin through, and you're done. That's it. Hope you guys enjoyed.